Hey, what's up? It's your Oreo BeZo, and I'm going to be bringing you some gameplay footage on the map Yemen, Domination. This is a game battles match that took place maybe about 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, I don't know exactly. But I'm going to be discussing universal seeding in this rule for tournaments. I believe with Dallas qualifier, a lot of people would agree that there were some flaws in this system and how everything was structured. Especially with COD XP on the line, there was a lot at stake. There's going to be a lot of good teams, I believe, at Dallas knocking each other out in earlier rounds. After, I believe, it was one chance or one effort, I forgot their name, defeated Soar in the qualifier. A lot of people, were going crazy on Twitter, and Nadeshot decided to start a stream, just to discuss all the things. I was on the stream along with, obviously, Nadeshot, Methods, and Nameless. And Nadeshot brought up a pretty good point about having, a universal rule set. I totally agree on that. So there's not like about complaining about who's placed where or whatever. And I left the stream and thought about, a few quick ideas in 5 minutes. Tell me what you think. I think tournaments honestly should be, like how a team's ranked should be how your average tournament placing, also factoring in map count and how bad you beat teams or how little you beat teams. But also the strength of the tournament and whether it's online or LAN. LAN would obviously count more than online because, connection can favor a team and that would, could benefit a team and give them a big advantage. 360 icons would obviously count, but only the variant tournaments, and there has to be a certain amount of money involved because so most of the teams, have an incentive to participate, so it's more legitimate. And for people that live in certain areas where they can't compete, like Rambo, I believe that they should not, like Envy is like a team, for example. I don't think they should be punished because Rambo wouldn't be able to compete. But just say a few like Kyle or Optic, they placed well in that tournament. I feel like Envy should be able to have a chance to redeem themselves because not really redeem themselves, but show where they're really ranked because they didn't get to participate in the tournament because of something they really couldn't control. So they'll have a show match, with the generally the same rules to find like where you think they would place in the tournament. UMGs would also count too, but the strength of the tournament would be weigh in like on your rank. Well, the stuff that would weigh in on your rank would be the number of teams that attend the event, but as well as the teams attend. But it wouldn't weigh as heavily, obviously, as an MLG event where literally like every good team is guaranteed to go. But for the online play, with how it's going to be, it would be considered. It would be how much you win a map by, whether you won on or off host, how they lost, if someone lied down a match, or if a team was winning when their guy lagged out, or if they were losing. If a team was winning, it wouldn't count as much against you than if a person lagged out if they were losing, because obviously if people were losing, they would just lag themselves out, so it wouldn't count as much. So it would all be weighed in whether if you were winning or losing, how much it would count against you or how much it wouldn't. For the EU teams, I believe should be using the same format as well for their tournaments. There's obviously a way that we can determine how the cross barrier between NA and EU. I feel like the fairest possible way to do this would be to have show matches on the MLG stream, where everyone can see it and it's organized. But they would have to they'd have to go through a lot of host changes, just to see the fairest possible host. Like, obviously teams would have their host and their host, but the best possible host, so it's, as legitimate as possible. And all the show matches would be, best of 9, unless it was like, for example, like a team from Envy trying to redeem for themselves a tournament, an ICN that they couldn't compete, because, for example, Rambo can't. So obviously the show match would be based on that tournament's rules. But in general, for the cross barrier between NA and EU, it would be like a best of 9, and it would help distinguish the rank between NA and EU, and the top teams from 2 regions would generally participate in that area or in the show match. Because then if the EU team lost, the EU teams wouldn't be weighed as heavily, or the teams around that team, and then NA would give them a boost, stuff like that. But obviously some of this stuff would be difficult to factor in, and I probably did miss some stuff. But it's an idea that I came across when I left Nadeshot's stream, and I just put this video together pretty quickly after. But yeah, leave some of your thoughts in the comments. give the video a like or dislike, and just give insight on YouTube, whatever. You can tweet me. But thanks for watching, and I'm out.